Hello and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5, and in this video we are going to be diving into everything that you need to know about the upcoming high-performance update. But before we talk about that, I do want to say a massive thank you to Thrustmaster for sponsoring the controller cam, and if you want to grab a Thrustmaster eSwap XR controller for yourselves, there will be a link to the Thrustmaster eShop in the description down below. Now, what we're going to be doing in this video is we are going to be, let's say, getting a little bit of Canyon Road practice in on our Charger Hellcat Drift car, and while we do that, we're also going to go in depth on what I think could possibly be one of the most exciting Horizon 5 updates we have had in quite a while. But first, let's jump into the information that everybody wants to know, starting with the release date. Now, the high-performance update will be available for you in terms of all of its content from Thursday, April 27th. And then the cars that are going to be added with the high-performance update are the 2020 Lamborghini Huracan STO, the 2019 Porsche number 70 Porsche Motorsport 935, the 2021 Audi RS6 Avant, and the 2021 Porsche Mission R. But the cars are not the only thing that we have to be excited about, because in addition to the cars, we are also getting a oval racetrack. Now, this oval racetrack will be in the place of the Horizon Stadium, and it will only be available in free roam for the duration of this particular series. However, the racetrack itself will remain permanently in the game moving forward after the update for specific race routes, so you will still always be able to access it even after it isn't available in free roam anymore. And I, for one, cannot wait to see what kind of chaos happens once we actually get to start racing, especially in multiplayer, on an actual oval racetrack created by the devs in Horizon 5. Because, you know, we've seen the community make several oval racetracks, but this is the first time that we've actually got one from, you know, directly internally from the dev team. And so I'm really curious to see how it's going to play, and also how all of the cars in the game that we already have kind of adapt to it. And we also have some, you know, stock car chassis already in the game, and so adapting those to an actual oval track I think is going to be really enjoyable for the NASCAR fans in the Horizon community. But another thing that was also touched on by the devs in their blog post about this update has me very, very intrigued. Now, they've said they'll reveal more details about this in May, but they say right here at the end in their What's Next section, explore the Horizon with exciting new photo mode improvements and unique overlanding modifications for select vehicles that will be essential for completing new Pathfinder accolades. We'll have more to say about this Forza Horizon 5 update closer to its release in May. Stay tuned. So, what that essentially means is that after this update, which is the high-performance update, the next one seems to be very focused around off-roading and even overlanding, as the text in this particular update actually describes. Now, is that something that you think Forza Horizon 5 needs? Is that something that you think Forza Horizon 5 could have more of, or would do well with more of? Let me know your feelings around that in the comment section down below, because everybody has a little bit of a different reason why we all play Horizon 5. Some people play Horizon for the open world, some people play it for the drifting, some people play it for the off-roading, and some people play it just for the highway sections and for the top speed runs and for the supercars. It really all depends on why you prefer to play the game, and some people, like myself, play it for a mixture of everything. I mean, I started playing this series back in Horizon 1, and even back then, you know, we had little tiny off-road sections, like, for example, the golf course. I know that it seems very basic in comparison to where the Horizon series is today, but that golf course still holds a very special place in my heart, because that golf course was probably one of the most fun areas I had ever explored in any game at that time and up to that time. And even if you go back and play Horizon 1 today, that golf course area is still just so hilarious to roam around in. Now, let's talk a little bit more about how you can unlock each specific car. And we're going to start with the first one, the Lamborghini Huracan STO. Now, this one is going to be your Week 1 20-point reward, and it's going to be available from April 27th to May 4th. Next up is going to be the Porsche number 70 Motorsport 935. That one's going to be available for 20 points from May 4th to May 11th. Then we have the RS6 Avant, which is also going to be 20 points and available from May 11th to May 18th. And then finally, the 2021 Porsche Mission R, available for 20 points from May 18th to May 25th. So you have quite a bit of time to unlock all of these cars, and honestly, 20 points isn't too bad, as you can pretty much achieve 20 points through completing only a couple of events. Well, I say a couple, a little bit more than a couple, but really it should only take you a few to unlock each one of these cars. And speaking of the cars themselves, which one are you most excited about? Are there any that you are like, yes, no matter what else I do on this particular day, I am jumping in and I am unlocking this car so I can do a build of it in this style, or this style, or this style? Or are there some cars where you're like, I'm not a fan of that car, and I'm not even gonna remotely bother with unlocking it? And really, there's no wrong answer. I'm more just curious as to which are your particular favorites and which ones are gonna absolutely end up in your garage once this update releases. And now that we've touched on the cars and their own respective release dates, let's switch gears again and talk a little bit more about the next update that they hinted at in the end of this update's discussion. Now, they did talk about overlanding, which comes with its own off-road related context, and I know that we kind of just really, well, we're not even wrapped up. We're still in the middle of, exploring the new rally expansion. And you might say, well, the rally expansion is quote-unquote off-road based. Why are they doing another off-road update? But here's the thing. Rally and overlanding are two, sure, they might happen on a mixture of on the road and off the road, but they are two entirely different disciplines altogether. Overlanding is really the act of taking a long journey across multiple different on and off-road surfaces, usually across the course of an extended period of time. Some overlanders will be out for a week, some overlanders will be out for a month, some overlanders will be out for multiple months at a time. It really just depends on how many supplies you can carry with you and how well equipped your rig is. And other overlanders may just, go to the mall and then park and then post it on Instagram and then hashtag overlanding. But, all jokes aside, it's one of those things where I am a massive fan of the overlanding community. I'm a massive fan of overlanding as a discipline, and I think it's really, really fun because it combines a lot of different things. It combines building an off-road rig and going down trails, and also camping, and also just wilderness survival in the, maybe not survival, but, just wilderness exploration as a whole. I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there in the comments that's going to be like, you can't bring the word survival into any discussion related to overlanding because all overlanding really is just people that want to go buy a 4Runner and stick a rooftop tent on top of it and then never actually open the rooftop tent and then sell the 4Runner. And I'm like, the memes are out there. Also, I was originally going to edit out this massive, massive fail of a drift that I did where I was like, I just wanted to hold on to that slide for a tiny little bit longer, and I ended up going directly through the guardrail, off the edge, through the bushes, and, well, crawling back onto the road in shame. Not really in shame, but there's always that feeling inside of like, wow, I didn't just mess that up. I royally messed that up in a genuinely massive way, and I'm sure all of us can relate to that at some point or another, especially within our Forza Horizon related careers. Now, back to the topic at hand, because we have gotten quite off the rails in this discussion. This conversation started on the rails, and then it moved to being on one rail, and then it moved to being off in the bushes somewhere, and then it was on the beach for a few minutes, and then it bounced off of a trampoline and ended up in a, well, I don't even know where it ended up at this point. We're kind of off in who knows where land now. So is our car. It's in a guardrail. But either way, regardless, I am actually genuinely, all of this silliness aside, full seriousness right now, serious face engaged, I am genuinely excited for this update. This update is going to be so much fun, and I can already tell that the oval track is going to be at the center of it. Every time we have seen an oval track in a Forza game, whether it's Forza Motorsport or Horizon, or whether it's, official or community created or whatever the case may be, oval tracks always make for amazing and hilarious moments, whether you are a fan of oval racing or not. I'm not a big NASCAR person, I'm really not, but I'm still going to use the oval track because I know how hilarious the moments from it are going to be, and how crazy I'm sure the community is going to get with their oval car builds. Now, whether you're going to go the NASCAR style route or go the, crazy, wild, off-the-rails, like, build something that wasn't related to oval racing at all in the first place and take it oval racing and then actually try to make it good at oval racing, you know, it's all up to you. And that really is the beauty of Horizon, and that's also the beauty of this update, I think, because this update is definitely going to be a really, really fun one. But between the rally expansion and this upcoming high-performance update, we got a lot going on in Horizon right now, a genuinely massive amount. And with that being said and done, let me know if y'all enjoyed this video in the comment section down below, and if you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.